sense? Have you guys done this before? I know that there's a couple, I think sometimes it's called a lemon cayenne cleanse. Brag, Health Crusader since 1912. We are going to be baby crusaders since 2018. I will schedule the saline sauna histogram, even though it says after IUI, we're gonna cross that off because now we're not doing the IUI. Thanks for clicking on Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. If you are new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. Let's hang out a while. If you are returning, welcome back. Let's get those babies, ladies.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through.
It was for IVF. So I don't know if you guys know. I don't know a lot about IVF. I've been watching other people's channels and I've kind of gone into the message boards. I have trouble keeping up in the message boards because I don't know all the IVF acronyms and I don't know what everything means. So I had a lot of questions for her today. She was very gracious. I love her to pieces. I'm also like 99% sure now that AF will be here. So having said all that, what are our next steps? I've got a couple of things going on. So first thing is the detox. I've now decided I am going to do the detox paired with cycle day 1. And if I'm correct, cycle day 1 is tomorrow, so I will start the detox tomorrow. So let's head over to the kitchen and I'll show you really quickly what I'm doing in the detox. All right, we made it over to the kitchen. Thanks for coming with me. Okay, so the cleanse I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the charcoal, activated charcoal. You guys see that? And this is the stuff they use if you have an overdose or some sort of poisoning. When you go to the hospital, they give you activated charcoal. Here's kind of what it looks like. It is 900 milligrams. I'm going to take that for 3 days. It says detoxifies the body, reduces cholesterol, improves digestion, and promotes absorption of intestinal gas. So I'm going to do those for 3 days. You have to be careful because it can deplete your nutrients. Like you don't want to take these and take your vitamins right behind it. So this is really just like to get everything out. Good, bad, and the ugly is going to come out with that. And then I'm going to do hot water, lemon, cayenne pepper. There we go. Cayenne pepper, lemon. And then the Bragg's organic raw unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother. So you see that at the bottom there? That is the mother. And this is the brand of it. So that one's almost done. So I have a backup here. I'm going to have that for 3 days. That is going to be like my fast/detox, and that's going to jumpstart the weight loss and everything else. I am going to mix in a little bit of agave. I know I said no sugar. This is supposed to help. I don't know exactly what, but anyway, it's 100% pure organic agave. I'm not going to do any processed sugar. I probably will still have fruit juice because I thought about this. Well, let me roll it back. I probably will still have the pomegranate juice and the bai, but I mix those with seltzer. Well, I mix the palm with seltzer. I'm also now going to mix the bai with seltzer, and I'll go into that tomorrow when we get the groceries from Fresh Direct, so that makes a little more sense. But yeah, so this is going to be it. This is the start of the detox for 3 days on cycle day 1, which again I'm predicting is tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't deplete my energy. I think that's where the agave is meant to help, the agave and the cayenne, so that I don't feel like more. Yeah, so that's it. Does that make sense? Have you guys done this before? I know that there's a couple, I think sometimes it's called a lemon cayenne cleanse, or you just do it with the lemon water and the cayenne pepper. But I want to do the charcoal because I want to like detox everything I was drinking at the wedding and doing some other things possibly. And I want to do this just to help with hormonal balance, and I'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow, I think, when we do the nutrients. Brag, Health Crusader since 1912. We are going to be baby crusaders since 2018. Let's get those babies, ladies. All right, let's head back to the living room and finish up what our week is going to look like. Cool, right? So, yeah. All right, what else is going on this week? So, Tuesday we're going to do Fresh Direct. I will have a grocery unboxing here. We'll talk about like what's happening there. Just so I can get my meal planning done, start prepping for that. I did a little bit of research on it today. Yeah. Wednesday we'll have an Amazon unboxing. I've ordered things related to fertility, wellness, and fitness. So this is what I'm thinking. It's time to go beast mode. And we went over the goals on Saturday. When I finish here, we'll walk over there and look at those goals. It's time, I mean, we just gotta get it in. I think I gave myself way too much breathing room in that I pushed a lot of stuff out to September because I thought, oh, we'll do the IUI in November, and now it's being pulled forward. So I think I gotta go beast mode, and I'm gonna need your help in holding me accountable. So we're gonna look at the goals, we'll talk about it. I mentioned that we were gonna do SMART goals. I wrote it down because I couldn't remember it on Saturday. But so SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. A goal without a plan is just a wish. So we're gonna have a plan. All right. So unboxing Wednesday. Thursday, hopefully we'll do a blood draw. I called the GP today twice to see if I could get scheduled in to have my blood drawn so I can determine like what supplements I should continue and where I might be deficient and where I might be in excess. The woman said she'd call me back at the end of the day. I didn't hear from her. So I'm planning now, by Thursday they should be able to get me in just for a blood draw. Check my hormone levels, check my vitamin levels, just make sure I'm on point. And we will also do nutritional supplements. I'll sit down and kind of talk with you guys about like why certain things are important. Because we've talked about some of them and I feel like it's a change since I did the big supplement video. So I just want to go through and do a refresher. And some of you guys weren't even here when I did the big supplement video. So let's just go through and talk about that. We'll do that on Thursday. Friday will be exercise again because I think by then it'll be cycle day 4. And we'll get the exercise plan going. Also, I want to make bone broth, so we'll do bone broth together. I got a good recipe today. I ordered the stuff. It's coming tomorrow for Fresh Direct. So bone broth is good. It helps seal the gut. I'll talk about it more when we make it, but definitely healthy. It's got good nutrients in it, and it's kind of expensive. So I ordered 2 things of it from Fresh Direct, but I was like, you know what? I can make my own. So let's do that, and we'll do that together. And then maybe you guys will make your own too. And then Saturday is going to be a day of exercise, like outdoor exercise and everything else. All right, does that make sense? It's going to be a fun-filled beast mode. Get that baby week, right? All right. I'm excited. I'm scared. I'm not going to think about the needles right now. I'm going to think about getting myself physically prepared. It's mind over matter at this point. So I need to get my BMI down. I need to detox. I need to do all of those things to prepare myself mentally, physically. So that is what I'm going to focus on. If all that is together, I'm sure I can give myself the shots, without a doubt. Right? Okay, so let's take a look at the SMART goals and then we'll close out over there. If you have any questions about what's kind of going on for the week, leave them down below, or SMART goals or the detox or bone broth or supplements. Any questions you have, please leave them down below. I am more than happy to answer them for you. All right, let's get over there and look at those goals. All right, let's revisit our goals. So I did this on Saturday. If you didn't watch on Saturday, I'll just recap it really quickly, or if this is your first time here. Goal number 1 is lose weight. Goal number 2, improve egg quality. And goal number 3 is to get pregnant. So, and here are the dates. Reduce BMI to 22, so I want to do that in about 3 months. Improve egg quality. I put over 3 months. It really should be about 3 months. We'll just put about. And get pregnant by December 31st, 2018. Okay. The reason why I did these, and I talked a little bit about it on Saturday, but I didn't go into detail, so I wanted to say a little bit about that first. I wrote it down. The SMART goals. What are they? Why do they matter? Like, what's the difference between a regular goal and a SMART goal? It just helps you make it very, like, specific and measurable. So that's what the SMART is, an acronym, right? So specific. You want to write out the goals in a clear and concise manner, and you want the goals to be clear and concise, not your handwriting. But so you want to write those out so that you know what they are. Like versus saying, I want to be a millionaire, you would say, every year for the next 10 years, I want to be able to save $10,000 or $100,000, whatever it is to get to $1 million. But yeah, so that makes it, that's a smart goal versus just like a random thing. Like I was saying, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So you want to have a plan. I want to have a plan. I want you to hold me accountable so that I can get this baby. Okay, so the specific, the S in SMART, write out clear, concise goals. Measurable, the ability to track your progress. So my measurement here is like the BMI, reduce it to 22. That's something I can measure, right? I can get on the scale, I can figure out what my weight is, my height, and then come up with my BMI. I can see, I can track towards that goal. So wherever I'm starting, and then we'll go, you know, hopefully down from there. And I'll have a separate video about the weight loss, just so this doesn't have everything in the kitchen sink in it, but we'll include the losing weight goal. It'll have its own separate day. Okay. Improving the egg quality, I'm giving myself 3 months. Getting pregnant, I'm giving myself to the end of December. So that's very measurable. And then there's kind of like sub goals underneath that support how we're gonna lose weight. So pick a fat loss plan, develop an exercise plan. I gave myself some dates there, like September 16th for the detox, which now we're moving it forward because of the information that we got from the doctor today. So instead of September, we are gonna start this week. Increase water intake, I put today, which was the Saturday. I have started it. I've done 2.5 of those liter bottles, and I'm on my 3rd now. I did say I was gonna ramp up to it, so ramp up and sustain and maintain. So the goal is to get to 5. I didn't think I was gonna get to 5 straight away, just because I was probably drinking 8 ounces, 16 ounces a day, so I wanted to be realistic. Increase my sleep, that hasn't happened. I put today, I was up until probably 4 o'clock. So I've just got to get better about that in general. But it is a goal. We're gonna hold me accountable to it. And then these sub ones are like revamped supplements. So I talked about making the doctor's appointment to get my blood levels done. So before I do anything there, revamp supplements. I gave myself the date 21 to 27. So those are all the measurable things, right? We've given like a, how am I doing it? When am I doing it? And the timing of it is actually, I'll get to that. I've jumped ahead. Let's go to the A in SMART. Attainable, and sometimes you'll see achievable. I think they're interchangeable. You want it to be something that you can obviously do. You don't want to say, I'm going to go to the moon all by myself, or I'm going to go to the moon by jumping off of my terrace. It's not achievable. It's not attainable. So you want to set challenging yet realistic goals. You want to push yourself. You don't want to just be like, I'm going to walk to the end of my living room, because you know you can do that. So you want it to be a little bit of a stretch, but you also want to know that it's within reach. And then the R in SMART is relevant or realistic, depending on which chart you look at. Relevant is you want to set goals that are relevant to your overall life plan. So these goals are all specific to what I want to do, which is be a single mother by choice. I don't have on here learn to play piano as a goal, because I don't know that that's necessarily going to feed into that ultimate goal, ultimate plan of being a single mom by choice. And then timely. It has to be time bound. The goal has to have a target finished time attached. So that's, I jumped ahead with the times. Measurable, this should be measurable like by 3 months. I put get pregnant, I put a date because I think that's a little more hard to, I mean, either you're pregnant or you're not. So as a goal, I wanted to have something to march toward. And then BMI, that's absolutely attainable to get to 22. So those are kind of like the overview of what SMART goals are. And then I talked a little bit about what we were doing here. So I've added to this, so the detox plan, I originally said the 24th, 30th of August. I said 7 days. It's now, I'm gonna do 3. I'm only going to do 3 days with no food, because I just think even that's gonna be a stretch. 3 days of charcoal pills, 3 days of water with lemon, cayenne, vinegar, and agave. And then, I don't know about the colonic yet, but we don't need to decide that today, so I'm not gonna get bogged down in everything, and then I do nothing. So the things that I can do, I'm going to do. These I can do. And then I'm going to add bone broth to this, where it says increase nutrients. Bone broth helps seal the gut, which will be important after I do the detox. Again, I'll talk about that more in the supplements and nutrient videos, but overall that kind of supports my increase the nutrients. Also fertility superfoods, removing alcohol, sugar, dairy, soda, reducing caffeine. I'm not going to say eliminate the caffeine, because that's Genesis calling. I'll call you back. I'm not going to say eliminate the caffeine, because there are no studies that say you should absolutely get rid of it, but they do suggest reducing it. Like, you don't want to be hyped up on caffeine all the time. And again, I want to be realistic. I think if I say no caffeine and then I'm grumpy and I have headaches, then kind of all bets are off and then I'll go back to caffeine, alcohol, sugar. So I just want to start off in a good place. I want to push myself to stretch, but I also don't want to punish myself because I haven't done anything wrong. I want to like support myself in being successful. So that's that. We're going to talk about this week. I need to meet with the nephrologist now that I know what medication that I have. I have met with the RE, so we can cross or check that. That's done. What else do we have going on? I'm working on this. This is in progress. I will schedule the saline sauna histogram. Even though it says after IUI, we're going to cross that off because now we're not doing the IUI. Saving money. I spent money today on Amazon and Fresh Direct, but it is still a goal. We're going to get to it. So next is develop the treatment plan. I still have to meet with the nephrologist, so that has to happen. I will schedule that appointment this week and then figure out from there. So I think that's it. I did not put a start date on the fat loss plan. I just put that it should be Monday through Saturday. So I think tomorrow and Wednesday I will work on what that looks like. I did some meal planning or meal prep. I bought supplies. I need to actually sit down and plan the meals, and then that will kind of feed into that. But beyond reducing dairy and cheese and calories, I've not made any commitments as to what I will do, other than I will have 6 days of this meal plan and 1 cheat day, which will be on Sunday, which is probably like more fat or whatever. But the goals are increase my protein, increase my fiber, increase my nutrient density. So it's not necessarily eating more, but being mindful of what I'm eating and making sure that it's nutrient dense. So instead of French fries, maybe I have broccoli, right? Because there's more like nutrients in that. I think that's it. Does that make sense? Like the SMART goals, and it's also writing them down helps you commit to it because it gets it out of your head and onto paper. Sharing it with other people helps because then you're held accountable. So you guys, please hold me accountable. I'm sharing with these with you. If you want me to hold you accountable, share with me. I did that with Truly Fada when we did our vision boards, which I actually have to email her. But she, you know, I said hold me accountable, and she would check in like, how's it going, which was so helpful to me because otherwise I would have just, it wouldn't have been done, quite honestly. So if anybody else wants to set some goals with me, I am perfectly happy to be your accountability partner. If you will partner with me, also hold me accountable so that we can all get to our successful goal. I want us all to win, ladies. I want us all to get our babies. I know we can do it. It's going to take a little bit of hard work. We worked this hard so far. It's like the final push, hopefully. And it's overall, it's good for us. Like I think mentally, physically, emotionally we'll be more stable, like having this and not feeling like, at least for me, I don't like to feel like everything is out of control, and I know control is an illusion, but there are things that I can do, and so I want to do those things. I want to help you do those things, so let's band together and get that done. All right. On that note, I am going to close. I hope that you all are well. If you liked this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Share it with all the women that you know. Infertility is not something to be ashamed of. Let's take the shame out of it. Let's communicate, share with all the women, raise awareness, and help everybody get their babies. All right, ladies, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Baby, that's to you all.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind when I think